know Faye, and most of us know Candy. So we're going to have 3 new members. And if y'all will come up. I want to express our great pleasure at your presence here with us today. You've been invited to become a member of our club in the Lions Club International, and this membership is a privilege. Come on over, Candy. You can get in here with us. You're joining the world's largest and most active service organization. There are, and this is as of our April Lions magazine, there are 1,396,334 million individuals in over 46,500 clubs in over 210 countries and geographical areas around the globe. Wow. All of us are dedicated to making a difference. Through your membership, you will help our club reach out to people in need, not only here in Polk County, but throughout the world. You're becoming part of a distinguished service history that dates back to the early days of World War I. In 1917, a Chicago businessman named Melvin Jones believed the local business clubs should expand their horizons from purely professional and self-serving concerns to the betterment of their communities and the world at large. Jones' own group, the Business Circle of Chicago, agreed with this concept. After the meeting was held in June of 1917 at the LaSalle Hotel in Chicago, Illinois, the group assumed the name of one of the clubs that was present, which was the Association of Lions Club. In October 1917, the first national convention of the Lions Club, with 36 members or delegates representing 22 clubs from 9 states, was called to order, and it was held in Dallas, Texas. Those attending knew that they needed rules and goals, so they created a constitution, they created the bylaws, the objectives, and the code of ethics. From that humble beginning, Lions Club members have been volunteering their time and talents to meet needs wherever they exist. Lions are especially dedicated to serving the blind and visually impaired. This commitment began with a challenge from Helen Keller. We had seen that video not long ago. Her challenge was to become Knights of the Blind in a crusade against darkness. This challenge came in the first decade of our existence at the 1925 National Convention in Cedar Point, Ohio. Our motto to serve exemplifies the dedication to helping those in need felt by the members throughout the world. Your membership in the Livingston Lions Club will help us carry on this tradition into the future. The Livingston Lions Club was organized and chartered in 1941, as everybody knows, because we're 75 years old this year, the spring before they entered World War II. We have a variety of projects which provide the funds which we give back to the community. Some of those, of course, are the Christmas tree sales, the fish fries, raffles, mop and broom sales, candy sales, and many more. These funds allow us to provide eyeglasses for needy children and older adults, send handicapped children to summer camp. We sent 29. A bunch of kids, the most of anyone, to the Texas camp, children's camp, which is just awesome as it can be. We provide scholarships to local students and many other charities. In addition, we help fund the Cornea Bank in Houston, an adult blind rehabilitation center in Arkansas, 2 disaster relief foundations. You can find out many opportunities for growth, personal growth in this club. There's a chance to hone your leadership skills and organizational skills. You can develop friendships that will last a lifetime here. Contribute your ideas to help the club. The officers and members of the club are happy that you've chosen to join us and to continue the legacy of Lionism by improving the lives of the less fortunate and helping make this area an even better place to live. Now, have you all do a pledge for me. If you'll stand, I'll just, if you will just answer yes or I will. Do you agree, do you hereby accept membership in the Livingston Lions Club, knowing that you are encouraged to participate in all functions of the club? Okay. To the best of your ability, will you abide by the Lion Code of Ethics, attend regular meetings, and contribute your fair share to the programs of our club, the district, and Lions International? Congratulations. You are now officially members. pen, which I think Jack's supposed to give to you. Okay. And Yvonne? Your membership and your pen, which Gil, if you want to pin that, if you want him to do that. And Candy, here is yours, the hand. Thank you very much. Congratulations, you are now officially members of the Livingston Lions Club.
Hey, hey!
Sponsors, I want to present you all, Gil, with a sponsor pin and certificate. How many members now, Gil? Have you?
I think this is second or third.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of new members, thank goodness. Okay, Jack, your sponsorship pin, and I have mine here. Okay, now, members, would you all join me? Repeat after me, please. It is indeed a pleasure to all of us.
It is indeed a pleasure to all of us
To have you join our ranks in Lionism.
to have you join our ranks in Lionism.
Please know you can call on any of us for help.
Please know you can call on any of us for help.
And that's all you have to repeat. Yeah, I've been down that road. Okay, now we have just a few moments. The new members would like to say a few words. This is the one time you get the opportunity to tell who you are, what you do, where you're from, or anything else you'd like for the club to know. I'll start with Yvonne and then Faye and Candy.
Thanks for letting me join. I'm from Houston, and I'm living with my son.
Where?
Pasadena.
No, right now, where you living?
Oh, I'm living with my son right now. Horton. Oh,
Hey, I'm Faye Jackson, and I am so glad to finally be a member. I feel like I've been a member for over 60 years.
Wow.
You should have been.
When Jack was young and he was an officer, I remember I did the statements for him. He also didn't do his secretarial jobs. And so I've been with the Lions Club many, many years into many, many functions, regional, district, so forth. And I'm glad to be a member now.
How long married?
64.
63.
I'm Candy Jacobson, and I'm a realtor with Burton Properties. Most of you know me from Relay for Life, or I'm the dog that runs around for Bark for Life. And I'm also on the Children's Welfare Board, so I'm hoping to grow with the Lions Club and be able to do more for the community.
Wow.
Thank you, new members. We will see you next week.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank y'all for having us here today. And I'd like to introduce my partners with me today. Lieutenant Matt Parrish. Hey! And School Resource Officer, Kevin Blackburn.
Hello.
And today we're going to be giving you a program on active shooter. And I know we've given this program here before in the past, but talking to Gary, he thought since everything has happened recently with active shooters that it wouldn't hurt to do another one. And also some things have changed since probably the last programs. You know, at one time they were really pushing the run, hide, and fight that was done by Houston. Well, in 2002, they formed the Advanced Law Enforcement Rapid Response Training, which is the Alert Center, and that was done by Texas State University. And they've done a lot of research and data collection and all of the mass shootings that we've had back from day one. And they have finally realized that pushing the hide part of it does not work real well. If y'all remember back to Columbine, you know, there were, if y'all saw some of the videos from inside the cafeteria area, the victims, many of them, were hid under tables. They were walking on top of the tables, shooting victims through the tables underneath. Well, and you think about it, those schools, they, you know, they trained for tornado drills. Back before Columbine, it was tornado drills and hurricane, you know, that sort of thing. Well, where did they teach them to do? Get under desks, find some place to hide under. Well, when Columbine happened, it was, of course, one of the first major shootings. Guess where everybody hid? Under the table. You know, they were just sitting ducks. So after the Alert Center in Texas State got involved in doing the research, they come up with now a video in which we're going to show. We want to be sure and have time to show this video because it's very important. It's called now Avoid, Deny, and Defend. And it was developed by Texas State as an easy to remember method for citizens to follow. You know, and Avoid, Deny, and Defend strategy developed by Alert provides strategies, guidance, and kind of gives you a little bit of background. So if you were happen, and let's pray to God that never happens to any of us, gets in that situation, you know, you at least have some idea of what the possibilities are to survive. So without anything else, I'm going to go ahead and start the video.
What's your emergency? There's a gunman inside the store. We need help now.
Do anything last weekend? It was very nice, wasn't it?
Right about is the new system enhancement. What's going to be the solution by the time we...
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Actually think he's got an old, well, he's got a truck. I don't know if your daughter would be interested. Yeah, definitely. Now, she figured out what college she wants to go to.
911, what's your emergency? We need help. There's a gunman inside the store. He's shooting the place up. We need help now.
issues that we found? Okay, Emily, see what that is. See what's going on. Just let us know what you do.
There's a man with a gun. He's right there.
Against the wall.
Lights. Lock him.
Right now. There you go. Man, you're safe for that. This guy with the gun is shooting. Look, James, we don't have to. No, look! Run! 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 To the right! To the right! To the loading dock! Come on, this way! This way! This way! Oh, no, come in! Yeah, in here! In here! The gunman's coming. What are we gonna do? We're gonna have to defend ourselves.
I can't do this.
You're gonna see your daughter tonight, okay? We are all going to go home tonight, all right? We have a right to defend ourselves. Get the gun! Get the gun. Hey! Hold him down, hold him down.
Gosh, I'm just so glad you're okay.
Yes, we're all gonna go home. Everybody's going home. Yeah.
If you ever have the misfortune to be in an active shooter event, you deserve to survive. In our research, we have found that the actions that potential victims take during these events are critical to their survival. We have identified 3 options that have proven effective in many events. These are: avoid the attacker, deny the attacker access to your area, defend yourself. It is a personal decision, but you have a right to do so. Avoiding the attacker starts with being aware of your surroundings at all times and knowing what is going on around you. If you see or hear something that looks suspicious, take action. For example, the stalker took immediate and effective action to protect himself when he observed the shooter pulling out weapons from the bag. Others, however, hesitated, and this hesitation can cost them valuable time that they could have used to get away from the threat. If you hear something that is, or could be, gunfire, start trying to get away from it as soon as possible. Gunfire has a distinctive sound. Inside of buildings, the sound can be muffled or distorted. A single loud bang could be a person dropping something, or even thunder. But repeated loud bangs are much more likely to be gunfire. Additionally, look at the reaction of others. Are they startled or scared? Are they running? What are they saying? Any one of these events individually may create denial, but when put together should create a heightened awareness and stimulate an immediate response. It is important that you know how to get out. The situation will be chaotic and rapidly changing. In general, you will want to go to the nearest exit. But you must also understand that the closest exit may not be accessible or safe to use. If this is the case, go to a different exit. While avoiding the threat, consider the uses of cover and concealment. Cover offers protection from gunfire, while concealment minimizes your exposure to the attacker. Try to keep objects between you and the attacker. If you can't avoid the attacker, sometimes the best option will be to deny the attacker access to your location. In many locations, this can be accomplished by closing and locking a door, such as they did in the meeting room. Locking the door has proven effective in many attacks. If the door does not have a lock, you can place heavy objects in front of it. Remember, barricades work best if the door opens toward you. If it doesn't, use things that are readily available, such as straps, belts, or objects that can be used to block or secure the door to make it difficult for the attacker to enter the room. This may at least slow the attacker down and give you time to identify alternate means of escape, such as adjoining rooms or windows. When attempting to deny access to your location, you want to make it appear that there is no one in your area. Lock doors, turn off the lights, silence your phones, and get out of sight. Your attempt to deny the attacker access to your location might fail.
The gunman's coming. What are we gonna do? We're gonna have to defend ourselves.
Have a backup plan about what you will do. In many cases, this may be to defend yourself. You need to be in a place where you can act if the attacker comes into your location. In most rooms, you will line up against the same wall that the door is on, near the door so you can react, but not directly in front of it. If you are unable to avoid or deny, your best option may be to defend yourself by using whatever is available. In a situation where someone is attempting to kill you, you have the legal right to defend yourself. Attack weak spots such as eyes, throat, and groin. Fight to the best of your ability and do not quit until the attacker is stopped. This is what the workers in the warehouse did when they were unable to avoid the attacker and felt their lives were in immediate danger. Whatever option you choose, call 911 as soon as you are in a safe location. Provide any information that you know. The operator will ask you a lot of questions. If you don't know the answer, don't guess. Just say you don't know and only state the facts.
I'm not sure. There's 3 of us in the room. We're on this.
Who's gonna have the gun shooting?
This will be a complex situation and we can't tell you what you should do in every case. What we can do is provide you with information about the options that we have found to be most effective for surviving these attacks. The ultimate choice is yours. What you do matters. Avoid the attacker. Deny access to your location. Defend yourself. Law enforcement will be entering a chaotic scene with limited information. Their first priority will be to stop the threat to your safety. The police may not know where or who the threat is. Listen and comply with their commands immediately.
Put it down, sir. Put it down. Both of you on the ground.
Police are trained to look at people's hands to assess threats. Do not have anything in your hands that could be perceived as a weapon, such as a cell phone.
Show me your hands, sir. Show me your hands. Move to us. Everybody, keep your hands up, please. Walk out the door.
If told to do so, stay where you are and do not make sudden movements. Again, follow all commands. Remember, what you do matters. Avoid the attacker. Deny access to your location. Defend yourself. Remember, ADD. You can survive.
I'm going to ask Kevin. Kevin has he's been extensively trained in alert, having been trained several through alert classes. I want to ask him to come up and give you any recommendation and information he may have.
Alert. I'm so short. Alert is given by some of our military's finest individuals. So I've been up to several classes, and what they're teaching us is practical, everyday survival skills in a situation that apparently is not going away. And this situation, what they teach us about survival, and that's what this is survival, is something that y'all can use at your home, you can use in your business. Even if you go into your grocery stores and stuff like this, be aware of your surroundings. Where are your exits? When you walk in here, what do you look at? Where are your exits? That's the first thing you look for. That's what they're teaching us. And alert is getting everybody, like Chief said, in the United States. I mean, even the FBI is going through alert classes. They're getting us all on the same page. So if we can come in here and get you as an individual business owners on the same page, what to expect or what to look for yourself, we're accomplishing a lot of great things through that. And Alert is really, like I said, a really good organization. A lot of great training, very practical training, but it's a short time right now we have. But there are a lot of things that maybe later we can go at. Alert is in your businesses will teach you how to survive. And it's amazing. I mean, the things that we've learned through the classes, the strategies, and like Chief said, if something does happen in a mass shooting here, or an active shooter, it may be DPS that just rolls by, and it may be somebody from Gorgon, Onalaska. You see some Onalaska PD officers here sometimes. You don't know. It may not be one of us, or we may be right there with them. Do things, avoid them if you can. When we come in there, look for the active shooter and do everything we can to take care of business. But it's, one thing that I do, because Ms. Royden said something that is Chief and I were talking about earlier, and Lieutenant were, a lot of them are CHLs, a lot of CHLs out here. You're defending yourself. You have a right to defend yourself, but keep in mind, when we come in, don't assume we know you, okay? Don't assume you know us, because a lot of, you may, just that quick, I'm looking at hands and eyes. I don't see anybody else. I don't see any names. All I'm looking at are your hands and your eyes. So if for some reason that you are out there and you're in a situation, not here, anywhere in the United States, in Houston, and you unfortunately have to use and protect yourself, whatever you do, make sure when people come in, keep your hands empty and lay whatever you have down, because it's a serious situation. When we come in, it's going to be all business. But I don't want anything that you'd like to add, or?
Well, I just want to add that, like the play off of what the chief had said, that there has been a lot of training going on between sheriff, DPS, now even our local paramedics, medical individuals. They're actually training, actually are purchasing ballistic vests to go in with the officers as well. The officers' initial response is going to be more tactical to neutralize the threat. Just remember that. Medical personnel, though there are several that are trained to go in right with us as well, though. The other thing I want to stress is on the defend part. Just remember, these individuals, through whatever training they may have, whether it's military, whether it's even video games, just remember that they have some tactical experience themselves. They're not, many times they're not just novice. They've actually thought this out. They've planned it. They have strategy. They have tactical experience, like I said. So keep all that in mind. That's the reason. And many times they're not going to show mercy. That's the reason they come off the hiding, like the chief was talking about when individuals were hiding up underneath the tables. There's no mercy. So you're going to have to defend yourself, and you need to make that decision now. A lot of officers have often talked in the past of how they'll run scenarios through their heads, when they walk into Chief and I was talking, I went to the movies the other day. As I'm walking in, you're automatically looking at exits, watching people. You kind of know what's going on. You don't have to memorize it, but just get a general knowledge of what's going on in your surroundings. Just like they used to teach you about, it used to be a big thing about parking next to cargo vans in a parking lot with women and stuff like that. So same thing now. And like I said, again, and what Kevin touched on, put the gun down. It would be horrible that if you took out the shooter and then police come in and there you are and something tragic happens there. So just keep all that in mind, and that's really all I wanted to add to it. Other than, really wanted to thank the community for the support. Also like to thank the city mayor and council members for giving us equipment and stuff like that to actually carry out these duties, as horrible as they may seem, but it is great that they do support us in this and in every aspect. We appreciate it.
I'd also like to, as Matt said, the city has not denied me anything that I went before the city manager and asked to put our officers on the even keel with what we're going against. And I can tell you they've never denied anything. So we're just as well equipped as those active shooters. Just keep that in your mind. And we have commitments. We have officers that are willing to lay down their life, to rescue you, protect you, whatever they need to do. And we just are proud to have that opportunity to serve our community.